Hey everyone, welcome back to Little Learner and Mom. As promised, I am bringing you our curriculum choices for the 2019-2020. I did two previous videos about what we were doing for language arts and what we were doing for science. So this video is going to be what we're doing for math. And if you missed those videos, I will link them up there in the corner so you can click on them and take a look at them at your leisure. If you follow me on Instagram, thank you for the follow, and if you don't, please click the link and you can follow us on Instagram. I do a lot of posting over on Instagram, more so than I do on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to make some changes with that and kind of even it out a little bit. But if you were on my Instagram channel, I did a walkthrough on IGTV of Evan Moore's STEM lessons and challenges for grade 3, as well as Evan Moore's language fundamentals for grade 3. The company was gracious enough to send us those two books for us to look at and review and give our honest opinion about. We absolutely love them. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into our math review. So this video is not really long. So as always, I always buy two math curriculums, and I always try to make sure that one of the curriculums is a curriculum that we have worked with continuously, and Horizons is that curriculum that we have worked with continuously. My son has worked in Horizons ever since he was in kindergarten, and I absolutely love the structure. I love the rigor in Horizons math. It just gives him exactly what he needs, and I'm feeling really satisfied that he's getting a complete curriculum with the Horizons math. Now, with that being said, the reason why I buy two is because my son, he likes variety, and so therefore I have to always make sure there's a little variety going on with his curriculum to keep his interest and keep him happy and keep mommy happy, and it's stress-free. So Horizons, I will tell you, did not start off with a huge big review, but I did have him do the first 10 lessons because I felt like he needed that just as a refresher, but it wasn't really too much of a review, but he was able to get it done without any problems. But what I will tell you is that we are in lesson 22 in Horizons currently. I am doing a slower approach with him walking through the grade 2 Horizons because I'm seeing a lot of concepts that he's never been introduced to before, and I really want him to take his time so he's getting that full mastery of that concept. So Horizons will always be around. It's going to be one of those curriculums that we're going to take our time through and we're going to work through it. So we're making sure he's getting that mastery in it. So I have book 1 and book 2, as well as the teacher's guide. Now, new for this year is Abeka Arithmetic 2. Now, as you can see, I've already taken apart the binding on this. Now, he is already on lesson 36, I believe, in this curriculum because he has worked through this Abeka at a really good pace. I do like the fact that it did give a nice soft review in the beginning, and it got the children just kind of getting their minds going about math and, you know, getting those skills to come back that they learned previously. So I really do like the Arithmetic 2 by Abeka because it's colorful, it's giving him that extra variety, and because it is a little bit easier for him, it's giving him that confidence booster. Now, who's to say, you know, it's going to pick up? I know it's going to pick up because I've heard wonderful things about the Abeka math curriculum over on YouTube, as well as talking to other mommies, that it is a solid curriculum as well. So we picked up the Abeka. What you're not seeing this year is you're not seeing Math UC. Even though I absolutely love Math UC, my son was getting tired of it. And I don't know if it was because he was over the repetition. And if you watch my update review early part of this year, I did talk about why we made the switch to just work Horizons for the rest of the school year. Hence the reason why I buy two math curriculums. So we also have the test and the drills in the test book for the Abeka. I just didn't have it out on the table. So we do have those two, and he's working through. The one thing I did make a blunder is I thought that the answer key for that arithmetic book that I just took off the table was like an all-encompassing teacher's book, and I found out it wasn't. So I just recently ordered the right book. I contacted the company and they told me which book I needed to get. So that teacher's manual is on its way. So what I also have for him as a way to make math fun and to give it a different perspective is I do have the first illustrated maths dictionary from Usborne's. In my last video, I did tell you that I don't buy a lot of Usborne's books, and I actually got this book used off of eBay for like $6. And so we have this one, and if you haven't ever looked inside of here, it's just basically all the different math concepts, and it's broken down in an easy, colorful way for the kids to relate to. So it's basically a reference book. So I got that for him. We actually had this last year, and this year will be the year that we really start pulling it out. And as always, we are huge the Muffin Girl fans. I buy their stuff every single year because I absolutely love how she puts together her curriculum. So we do have the Math Made Fun curriculum bundle, and I will link that in the description box for you to take a look at that if you would like to pick it up. And what I usually do is I work according to what he's being exposed to in his curriculums, and then I pull that stuff out from the Muffin Girls, and then we get all the centers out of there, and then we work it that way. Now, one good trick that I posted in the homeschooling group for the Muffin Girls, and if you don't know, she does have one. She has a homeschool group for her homeschoolers. Is that I posted when I did our spelling box that I had bound the recording maps because I felt like, you know what, I don't want to have these all over the place. And so I bound them and I put them all together. The ones that we've done so far, these are laminated. And so anytime we need to work on that skill, all he has to do is pull this out, and I just stick it inside of his workbox system. And so this one is the recording maps, and these are the center maps right here. So these are the ones that he's been working with so far. Now, I also have another Teacher Pay Teacher seller that I do have. I have her hands-on math bundle, and I believe her name is Lindsay Kostner or something like that. I'll link hers in the description box. And so what I usually do is whatever hands-on activity, that concept that he's working on, I print that out, I stick it in here with all the doodads that go with it, and he's able to work this, and I usually put it in his workbox. So if he needs some help, I can help him with it, but I usually put everything in his workbox, and he can put it together, and so he can just go ahead and just work it out how he needs to work it out. So that is it for us for what we're doing for as far as curriculum wise for the 2019-2020. And of course, I have tons of hands-on games. Like I've got monkey fractions, I have a time game, I have living math books, we have Sylvan math flashcards for grade 2. We have an abundance of hands-on manipulatives and things for him to do that are hands-on. So we're not just doing a whole lot of sitting at the table. And also new for this year, we have incorporated teaching textbooks as our looping for our math. We are going to be doing somewhat of a loop schedule this year. So one of his loops will be teaching textbooks level 3, as well as Magnifica Galaxy, as well as CTC Math. Now, I'm not too sure about the CTC Math, but we will be looping with the CTC Math. So, and the teaching textbooks and the Magnifica Galaxy. So, and we do have an IXL account, but we're not using that as often. I use the IXL as on an as needed basis for extra practice with language arts or something like that. But this is what we're doing for math for the 2019-2020 curriculum choices. Again, thank you for watching. And again, I will link those videos for you up in the corner. And if you're not following us on Instagram, the link is in the description box. Until the next time, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.